Hey y'all, welcome to my kitchen. Today I want to make for you some no-bake cookies, or as my mom calls them, oatmeal fudge cookies. But basically these are a cookie that you boil all the ingredients on the stove and then you add it to some oatmeal after it boils for a minute. So what we're going to do is we're going to tell you what goes in this and we're going to go ahead and get it started. And like I said, you have to boil it, bring it to a boil and let it boil for a minute once you get all the ingredients in here. So you're just gonna take like a medium saucepan. You're gonna go ahead and turn it on like a medium heat to start it out. There's gonna be 2 cups of white sugar in it. And then there's gonna be a ½ cup of milk. And there's no real order to these ingredients. You just put them in however. And then you're gonna do a stick of butter. You may wanna let that soften a little bit before you start, but you don't have to because obviously it's going to boil. You've got 3 tablespoons of cocoa, and then we're going to do a ½ cup of peanut butter. I use the creamy, doesn't matter what brand. And then you're just going to do a pinch of salt, and like I said, we're going to bring this to a boil, and I'm going to turn on the timer because you need to boil it for 1 minute. All right, let's put the salt in. This is a really nice, easy recipe if you like peanut butter and cocoa and all these ingredients and oatmeal. It's a really nice cookie to make and it's simple. You want to go ahead and have either some wax paper or parchment paper ready. So once this is done boiling and you stir it in with your oatmeal, you can go ahead and start dropping it on the parchment paper or the wax paper immediately because it will get dried up and you want to get it all put out on the sheet before it gets dry because you want this to harden. So you just stir all this up. I'm going to go ahead and turn my heat up, that way it can start boiling. And like I said, this is my mom's recipe. There's all different variations of this recipe. I've seen them actually pre-done in the grocery store in the bakery section, but nothing beats homemade at home. And this is something simple that you can mix up and have for, you have company coming last minute and you didn't know, and you want to have a sweet for them. This is a nice, easy recipe to make, to have. Okay, as you can see, all my stuff's starting to melt down. Still have a little butter in there that's gonna melt, but it's gonna melt up once it gets boiling. And you just want to keep stirring it so it doesn't stick to your pan. Get this going here. Anyway, we're having great weather here today in Alabama. It's feeling like fall. It's in the I think in the low 70s today, so I'm really enjoying this weather. We've been having some really hot weather and we had a hurricane came through, and so now we're getting some cooler weather and I love it. Fall is my favorite time of year. And I love the cooler temperatures. Plus my air doesn't have to run all the time. Saves on money there too. All right, as you can see, this is gonna start boiling here. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my timer. While that is timing, I wanna remind y'all that I'm gonna be doing some giveaways every week. And today I'm going to be giving away this nice bamboo cutting board, and also for the next 2 weeks after that. So y'all want to make sure that you click on or subscribe to my channel and click on the notifications to get upcoming videos, and also share it to your Facebook and your Instagram page and comment cutting board in the comments. That way you can be registered for the giveaway. So it's nice. All right, we're gonna stir this while this is boiling. Like I said, set a timer for a minute. That way it'll boil the time you need it to. I love peanut butter and chocolate and oatmeal, so this is a good cookie for me. All right, there's my minute, my timer. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. We're gonna come back and we're gonna go ahead and get them on the, dip them out for you. Okay, y'all, I got our mixture and we're pouring it over our oatmeal. You're gonna stir it in good. And then once we get it all stirred in good, then you're gonna drop it on your paper. I've got parchment paper. If you have wax paper, that works fine too. And then this will harden and then they'll be ready to eat. That's just how simple it is. As you can see, they're really good looking. They smell good too. All right, so I'm using a scoop to get mine out. You can use teaspoons. You can use a tablespoon, whatever you want, however big you want them. I kind of like mine just kind of a medium size, not super small or big, but you can make them whatever size you want. So basically all you're going to do is just you're going to scoop them out on this, and then they're going to harden, and then you'll be able to eat them. So I'm going to get these all scooped out. And when we come back, I can show you how they all look. Hey y'all, as you can see, we've got our cookies all dipped out and on our parchment paper. Now there is a note, you want to let them harden, and depending on the weather, I know that sounds crazy, but if it's more humid outside, it may take them a little longer to harden than normal. That's normal, so don't worry if they don't harden up right away. You can just leave them sit out on your counter until they get hardened, and you can just put them in a cookie tin or a bag or however you want to store them, or of course you're probably going to want to try one or two. This is a really nice recipe to make. It makes about 2.5 dozen cookies. So the other thing I wanted to mention, once you had all your mixture boiled, I did pour it over 3.5 cups of oatmeal. And like I said, you saw how I started up and then you dipped them out on this. But this is a wonderful recipe to try. It's something easy to make, and you want to have something sweet that's not super sweet. This is a good one to try. So I hope that y'all will, and let me know how you like it. And I hope that you will subscribe to my channel and like my videos and click on the bell for notifications for any upcoming ones I've got. And I hope that y'all have a wonderful day, and thank y'all so much for watching.